What do you see out here? See nice trees. It's quiet. Sun come out. It's June. Friday morning. I don't know the date. I don't care. I'm not in the mood for that. But what are you looking at? It's an illusion. This is just covering up what's wrong with the world. Just had a shooting in Charleston. Some crazy white guy. People calling it a hate crime. Probably is. What's the difference between this and when 5 or 6 black guys go into a house, a home invasion, and kill the family and the kids for $22? Is that a hate crime? Or do we pass it off to they never had a chance in the world, so we can't blame the black guy because the white guys always kept them down? That's bullshit. What I see is the government back in the 50s and 60s. They started this women's movement and said it was okay to have abortions. Here's a little fact. The government's plans worked pretty good because it was aimed at the black people. Did you know that the black population right now is 13% of the population of the country? And had it not been for abortions, they would be 34% of the population. So the government, mostly white guys, they have, without doing nothing except for making it legal, killed, murdered 21% of the black population. This country's become totally immoral. Nobody cares about anything unless they get something out of it. So what do? Accept it? I don't know what we do. But I know it's time for a change. You know, the bodies weren't even cold before Obama came out and talking gun control. It's not the gun. It's the people. in any given year, you take a few hundred bad people with a gun and they do stupid shit. But the tens of millions of us who are law-abiding, well, as much as you can be in this time, we all get lumped in with these couple, 300 people. It's not right. I got a shotgun in my bedroom. Been there for 14 years. It has yet to get up and kill anybody. I must have got a dud. It's the person behind the gun. Gun owners, we're good people. Non-gun owners who don't want to have a gun, they're good people. What we have is a failure to communicate. Always wanted to say that. The government is doing a good job of demonizing us, so we have to find a way to show that we're not bad people. We gotta stop these government programs. They invented welfare. It was a good idea, so we were told. It was meant as a short-term thing. You're having bad times, so you get help for a few months. But the government knew all along, and it tailored the program towards blacks and minority to keep them on welfare. I know one family in Haverhill, Massachusetts, the 4th generation of being on welfare. There's no incentive to get off. They cannot make as much money working. If a mother and the guy she had sex with, if they're not married, if she tries to keep that man in the kid's life, this is white, black, it doesn't matter, the government will penalize her. So she makes more money by keeping the father out of the house, but everybody knows he's living there anyhow. I talked to a white woman, she's got 9 kids. She's 38 years old. And she's pregnant again because she wanted more money, because she wanted to get a big screen TV. This is a nice, fat, ugly, white girl. If the government can keep you down, I don't care what color, they're going to keep you down. And they're going to keep on giving you more and more stuff so that you don't bitch. Probably noticed the camera's shaking because I am pissed off. We have to change the government. I won't see it turn in my lifetime. My kids will, I hope. And I hope that I've taught them enough that they'll make it happen. That's why I don't care why the date is. I'm just happy I got out of bed and hit the floor, had my coffee. In my house, there are tens of thousands of people who wake up every morning and are thankful they got a cardboard box that they slept in last night. And then they go try to get a cup of coffee. I'm not rich. I'm not poor. I've done all right in my life. Me and the wife and the kids will be okay. Shit hits the fan. I'll help as many as I can. But like everybody else, I only got so much of a resource. If I was a bitching kind of guy, I'd bitch because I can't walk. I'm walking. I can walk, but I can't walk 1,000 feet. What does that make me and shit hit the fan? A target. Life's not fair. Wasn't meant to be. You get out of it what you put into it. You want to live off the government teat? Go for it. I myself, I worked for 50 years plus. Started working at 10 years old and I'm 65 now, so 55 years. I retired 2 years ago. For 53 years I worked. And I'm gonna cut this off because the train's coming. This old Marine, he's gone.